Hello there, Nortel users, system administrators, or just Nortel fans. In front of you are two phones that are connected to a Norstar system. This system is common in small and mid-sized businesses, and this video is about how to transfer calls. When you're someone who receives a call, let's say on phone B, and you want to give that call to somebody who might be on phone A, or C, or D, or what phone we don't even know, you're going to want to transfer that call. Now, I'm using the generic term transfer to refer to the ability to get the phone call from your instrument to the person who needs to get it. But transferring is actually a particular type of technique, which I'll show you in a few minutes. So let's demonstrate what the first and simplest way to do it, and that's simply using the hold button. Let's get a call in from the outside. I'm going to answer it here on phone B. And if I want to get that call to somebody else in my organization, I can put it on hold. Now, if every other phone in the organization has what's known as universal line appearance, meaning that lines 1, 2, and 3 also appear on every other phone in the organization, then simply putting the call on hold works great. You just figure out where the person is and let them know they have a call holding on line 3. Or, if needed, you could even call them. Hey, you have a call holding on line 3. Please pick it up. Okay, thank you very much. I'll do that right now. They pick up the call, and voila, now they've got the call. All right, so that's universal line appearance using hold. Well, guess what? That doesn't work in every organization, because once you get into mid-sized businesses where you have more than 6 lines, you cannot have universal line appearance. You can't have 20 telephone lines appearing on every phone. So you have to use a technique known as park. So let's repeat that inbound call, and I'll show you what park looks like. Okay, answer the call. Now I want to get this call to somebody in my organization. I don't know exactly where they are because they walk around a lot, so I'm going to use the park command. That's feature 7.4. And then what it does is on the screen, and let me see if I can blow that up for you. On the screen it will say parked on 101, 102, 103, something like that. You want to keep that information in your head temporarily. All right. So once you've got that call parked, you need to figure out where the person is, either by making a page or by calling around to some other phones and letting the person know they have a call parked on whatever number, 101, 102, whatever. The number will change. All right. So once you tell the person, they can just go to any other phone in the organization and forget that blinking line for a second. Let's just pretend we can't see the line on the phones. They just dial intercom 101 or whatever number the call was parked on, and they're now connected to that call. And then they can repark it again if they need to move it somewhere else by simply doing feature 7.4. Parked on 101 again. The park thing works great so long as you can find the person within a given amount of time, but it won't stay parked forever. So if you leave that call parked, let's say for 60 seconds or 90 seconds, there is a system setting inside the programming that determines how long the call will stay parked before it will ring back. So if you simply wait too long, the call will start ringing back on the original phone. So don't worry that if you parked a call, you've lost it forever. Plus, you can always unpark it yourself, even if it was the phone you parked it from. So that's called park. All right, now let's go to... Okay, now the last way I'm going to show you is transfer. So let's get another inbound call. Okay, I've got my call in my possession on phone B. Notice that the LCD screen has the word transfer right above the far right-hand soft key. So this would be true for any active phone call. When you're on the phone in the middle of a call, you'll always see that transfer right there in the corner if you don't have some other feature in progress. So I can hit transfer, and I can transfer to this other phone in another office, this one over here, phone A, which is 21. And there's a couple things I can do. I can either stay on the line and introduce the call, which is known as a warm transfer, or I can do a cold transfer by simply doing join. Now the call's gone from my phone, and it's now been hard transferred to this phone. That's called a cold transfer or a blind transfer. The other type is the warm style. Let me show you what warm style looks like. So in the warm style, I'm still going to do transfer. I'm still entering the extension number. But what I can do now is I can actually stay on the line and tell the person, hey, I've got this caller on line 3, or I've got this caller that I'm getting ready to transfer to you, and they want to talk to you about such and such topic. At this point, the person who you called could say, hey, listen, I can't talk to them right now. And then you could just simply do a cancel, get the person back on the line and ask to take a message. But if they say, sure, I'll talk to that person, then you hit the join key, and now the two callers are transferred, or the caller's now transferred to the target recipient, and you're off the line. So that's a warm transfer. All right, so I hope that helps you, because there's multiple ways to get calls between phones. Just to recap, we had the hold, which assumes that every phone in your organization has the same line appearances on every phone. The other way is park, or feature 7.4. If you do a lot of parking, chances are you've got a button that's already been programmed for park. If not, you can do a feature star 3, hit a button, and then put in feature 7.4 to program park on the button. And parking gives you some feedback. It gives you a number, and then you have to take that number and let the person know. Either you could make a page, or you could use some other method to find them. And then the last way is doing the transfer, both blind and warm. So I hope that helps you transfer your calls on your Norstar system. Thanks so much for watching.